Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Enter the Gecko for PS1. In the first video, we started the game and we played the first level, first of two levels, Out of Toon, and got one of the remotes out of it. We are now going to go back to Out of Toon, and we're going to try to get the other two. And of course I managed to find the collectibles remote and the hidden remote as well. And I'm going to go for Hunt the Two Hunters for this one. Now in this one you have to go through the rabbit hole that I found earlier, and we have to beat up these two Elmer Fudd lookalikes in order to get the remote here.
Would Cheech and or Chong report to the front desk?
I'm still going to go for collectibles though, because I want a ton of lives. You can never have enough lives in this game. It definitely makes going through this game a lot less of a headache. And so I do what I can to pretty much cut any potential losses. I don't think this is going to be a no-death run. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die several times just like I did in the first Gex game. And you may have noticed me pause during the first video to let Gex say things. Interesting note about this. This game did not come out in Japan. Only the original game did. This game and Gex 3D Deep Cover Gecko, they never got a Japanese release. They were only released in the West. So the Japanese version of, or the 3DO version of the first game was the only one that got a Japanese release, unfortunately. They never got the sequels. And the US and the European versions of this game both have different voice actors. I forgot who the guy in the European version is offhand. If I remember to, I'll remember to put his name in the video. Hopefully future me will remember that.
A little tongue now, a lot of tail later.
Otherwise, I'll just put it in the description, if I remember to do that as well. But anyway, we need to get to the rabbit hole in order to get to where we need to go. And interestingly, I took the long route over here. The long route at the bottom. And thankfully this will allow me to save this area for a lot less. Ow. Definitely don't want to get hit anymore. That would be terrible. Don't know how I managed to avoid that. Stuff that falls in this hard hat area can be very hard to avoid. And I do... Wow, just waiting is enough to get you killed here. And now that we have the plungers, all I have to worry about is getting some more extra lives. And that thing just fell through the wall. Great. And we managed to unlock that remote again, but we don't need it because we've already gotten it. I do, however, want to go through here. I'm trying to make sure nothing phases through the wall again. And that's what I was talking about earlier in the first video. These things do phase through walls if they are knocked out of something. Not fun. Makes collecting those collectible remotes harder to do. And I thought I'd check here. There was nothing there. Oh well. But I do want to go back
My inner child is coming out and
through this area. Hopefully before I get crushed again. And I want to get even more collectibles. I should probably go back down and get that health pickup.
I gotta make.
That would be nice. When did I hit you? Never mind. I don't remember hitting you for some reason, even though it's clearly obvious that I did. But I'm glad I did anyway, because that means I get to eat you for health. Now let's go down this rabbit hole, because that's where we gotta go to get this other thing. And apparently this thing only gives out 3 plungers. I've known it to give me 5. Oh well. I'll be good on lives as long as I know what I'm doing and pay attention to what I'm doing. And you do want to be careful with these bear traps because these things do hurt. And they can hit you just out of nowhere. When they do that shake, you know they're about to snap on you. And here's the Elmer Fudd look-alike. And we can tail bounce on him a couple times. We can eventually destroy him. It's exactly 3 of them to be precise. There are 2 of these guys in this little mini area here. And if you can kill both Elmer Fudd guys, you can get the remote here for the killing the 2 hunters thing. Thankfully, the button for the remote is just nearby this little pool here. All we need to do now is just get around a little bit. Try not to run into anything we shouldn't. Do I need to hit point? Not sure if I did, but I'm at full now, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Also, I do want to make my way over here and jump over the bear traps here, and of course check at those little thin trees for collectibles, because you never know when you might find them. There was one in here. By the way, if you hear any cuckoo clock noises, it's me trying to turn the camera around only for the game to not let me, because for some reason the game won't let me do it in the specific area that I'm in. I also want to look down over here because hidden collectibles here, which is always good. And like the little heart with the arrow on it saying Gex and TV. As if that wasn't already established well enough in the first game. And I do want to... First I want to get rid of this guy because I know he's just going to drive me insane. And if I can just tail whip, or tail bounce this guy one more time, I'll be able to take him down. And we may have lost out on those collectibles from that hunter, but that's okay. That little Elmer Fudd clone. If I can get 50 more after the initial 50, I can get another life that way. Matter of fact, as long as you're on the 3rd tier, as long as you can keep collecting 50, you can keep collecting extra lives. And I do want to check this little area here because that's how I'm going to find some more plungers. Worked out just a little bit. Wasn't exactly able to get 100 of those plungers, but that's okay. And all we need to do now is just go back to this TV, grab the remote, hit the button, and we should be good to go. And apparently you can't interact with that umbrella for some reason. Oh well. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, we should be able to head back to the media dimension. And you can either save your game to a new slot, or you can update the save that you've already been using. Let's go ahead and update the save. And once that happens, we will be back to Out of Toon. We have one more red remote to go, and it's jumped into Teetering Rock. Now we have to get to the rabbit hole on the other side of the Elmer Fudd area to reach the area where this one is at. And just like last time,
Hey, I feel like I'm trapped in Boy George's pants.
I am going to go for collectibles because you can never have enough lives in this game. At a certain point, I may just stop collecting the collectibles altogether. Outside of the remotes that you get for them, of course. But as long as I can keep gaining lives, I really shouldn't have any problem with beating this game. Now let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump back here. Go ahead and grab the things that are here, and apparently some pickups will disappear when you grab enough of them. For example, the ones that I just grabbed out of that ring of 5, some of those disappeared, and some of the carrots disappeared as well, leaving me with less to pick up for Tier 2. The game tends to do this in order to make it a little harder for you to collect the collectible remotes, as well as more collectibles on the higher tiers. So that's a thing. And I do want to grab these before I go on my merry way here. I will go back to the rabbit hole eventually, but I do want to pick up some more stuff, because that will always be nice. I'm already up to Tier 3 already. And I should now be able to collect some more plungers. Excellent. And I know that this is probably just overkill and redundant at this point, but I really, really want to do it. Let me see what happens if I tail down one of these. Okay, good. It makes it a little easier to grab everything. And I don't remember there being any collectibles in those trees. So we might as well just go ahead and go back up here and go for
Slip of the tongue.
the steel beam, so that way we can just go ahead and grab the rest of everything here. That falling woman with the blue hair is obviously a Marge Simpson reference. And let's get that extra life. We are now up to 18.
Slip of the tongue, baby.
I forgot to take care of that bee. I'll go ahead and take care of it now.
Slip of the tongue, baby. A little tongue now, a lot of
And for a brief moment, I thought I heard a food truck. I'm like, the food truck guy is back? When did this happen? And you can't jump over there. Oh well. I tried though. Now let's see
Brought to you by Upchuck Jones.
if we can go. Well, I tried to do the long jump there, but fell just short. Okay. We need to head on back to the rabbit hole. Thankfully, that is pretty easy to do. And there's that last mushroom. I was wondering where that was. No need to get that remote, we've already gotten it. Why am I in the waterfall? And let's go ahead and grab the things here as well. Is there ever another... There isn't. Okay. Just had to check. And by going in here, we should be able to get to the rabbit hole. And apparently that wooden platform just goes up and down. Alright. Okay, it does give you 5. I guess they just disappear really quickly. I'm surprised I was able to get 4. But I do want to go back in here to get the extra lives. Really easy to get the extra lives in this stage. Also, I forgot to mention the little bunny suit that Gex wears when you're in this little section of the of Out of Toon. There are certain points where Gex will wear certain things. If I can just keep jumping on this guy, I should be able to take him out fairly easily. There we go. And we got ourselves another extra life. That is exactly what I needed. Now it's time to go ahead and take care of some more piranhas. I'm going to let you move forward a little bit. I'm going to keep you from moving forward.
I just wanted the gift shop and the bathroom.
And then we can just go up the wood ramp here to continue on with the rest of the stage. How am I doing on health? Okay, I did take a hit. That's not fun. That's never fun. Especially in this game, since you can't increase your mech's health like you could in the original. But I still want to keep collecting stuff. And I still want to keep exploring all these areas. So let's go ahead and get up here. We'll avoid this bear trap that is moving back and forth. And we should be able to get the second hunter to take care of. Can't believe I got hit by that, but oh well. Just keep on tailbathing this guy. And I managed to get all the power-ups before it decided to do the cutscene for the second remote. Get a drink of some tea there. And then I can go up here for 5 more. I forgot to get that one up too. I'll do that before we go up to the second area. Ow. Not exactly what I wanted there either. What can you do? Is there anything in this one? No. Okay. Thankfully, there is one in there, though. And I managed to take you down before you killed me.
Hey, forget about
Or nearly killed me. And there's nothing in there. So let's go ahead and go back with this area.
Looks like Beetlejuice threw up.
I forgot to complete that one thought. I forget who did the voice for the European version, but I know that for the US version it is Dana Gould, just like in the original.
Licking my way to the top.
So if you like Dana Gould's stuff, you'll like some of the stuff that is recycled from the first game, but also some of the new stuff that is in here. I know that in this game, because it was 1998, Gex / Dana Gould starts doing Austin Powers impressions. Because it was the late 90s. It was 1998. The first movie came out. Therefore, everybody was into Austin Powers at the time. And one of those fell through the floor. I might as well mention a new power up here. This checker box screen TV. If you hit it, it acts like the camera from the first game. In case you die, you go back there. Otherwise, you're going back to the beginning of the stage. And I believe I have found 118 of the plungers so far. Still want to be careful here. I think I'm back down the 2 hits. Yes, I am. Had to check to make sure. And let's see if we can't get any more of these things from this guy. Don't think we can. Now, we do want to be careful up there because there is wind and it will knock you back if you get caught in it. So don't get caught in the wind, whatever you do. And while this is a dead end, we will be able to get the plungers here. More of them. And let's see if we can't get back up here. Yeah, I'm going to wait for the wind, though. Well, I was going to wait for the wind, but thankfully it died down pretty quickly. And I almost died again there. But if we can get on this platform... Ow. We can beat up a happy face, get on this platform, and collect a few more plungers. Especially this one that's a little out of the way here. And I wanted to get that. Thanks a lot, game, for not letting me get that. And I'm trying to rotate the camera there, and I can't do it.
Report to the front desk.
And we should be able to get it just by going over here. Can't believe I fell down while doing that. Oh well. But we should be able to return to this little area here. Just want to avoid the yellow flowers so I don't get whacked with a hammer. And we have one of our hits to refill. So I'll go ahead and do that. Thankfully, the purple flowers will leave you alone. Thankfully. And hitting the traffic light does nothing. You won't get run over by anything here. And if you leap into this slimy part of the wall here, Gex will be able to climb walls just by moving the control pad in 8 directions. Unlike the first game where you can stick to just about any ceiling or wall in the game, you can only stick to specific surfaces in the second game. Now, you could go for collectibles here, but here's what I hate about this sign in particular. One of the 3 plungers that comes out will always just jump right out and just launch itself way over to this area, and it can get trapped in the walls. Thankfully, I managed to get all 6, and you can only get like 2 sets of plungers out of that one stop sign. But it's really, really annoying. Also, the cacti will hurt you if you run into them, so don't run into them. Be careful as you grab things around them, so that way you don't get hurt. Also, you want to be very careful here, because there are walls that will push you back. And if you jump around like a complete idiot, you can trigger an animation where Gex bounces off the wall and just falls down, and that will cost you time, and it will cause you to be pushed all the way back down to the bottom there. Also, this little rock here is completely unstable, kind of like the steel beam, except it moves in a lot more directions than just back and forth. So you want to be careful here. You could drop down to here and get the 2 plungers that are in this area. I don't feel like doing it because I'm already past the 20-minute limit, and I've pretty much gotten more than enough extra lives out of this, what you could call a session of this stage anyway. 171. Wow. Knew I was going to get 3 extra lives off of the 3rd tier collectible there. And now we are heading back to the media dimension. And we have done everything that we possibly can in Out of Toon. So now we have 3 red remotes and 2 of the silver ones. We'll be getting the gold ones soon enough. We have to do something a little difficult to get those, but we will be getting those. And let's go ahead and update the save. And by collecting enough of the red remotes, you unlock Gilligek's Isle, which is our first boss area. However, we still have a regular level that we need to contend with, and we will contend with that in the next video. So join me next time, where I do some more exploring with Gex in another level. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!